All right, team. The patient presents with acute pancreatitis, periodontal disease, and post-vaccinal encephalitis. What do we think we're dealing with here?
Those symptoms could point to a number of different diagnoses. It's a challenging case.
I'm leaning towards something autoimmune, maybe lupus or rheumatoid arthritis.
I'm thinking it could be a rare genetic disorder like cystic fibrosis. The pancreatitis and dental issues could fit.
I'm not sure about those.
What about an infection like mumps, or even something more serious like cancer?
No, you're all off base. This is Rudiger syndrome, and we need to act fast. We're doing a vasculopectomy.
But Hawks, that's an extremely risky procedure. Are you sure that's the right call?
Damn it, Gary. I didn't spend years studying medicine to have my judgment questioned. We're saving this patient's life, even if it means taking a risk.
Let's get ready for the surgery then. We don't have much time.
I'll prep the oar. We need to move quickly.
I'll inform the patient and get the consent forms ready. They need to understand the risks involved.
Good. Let's do this. Lives are on the line, and we're going to make sure we come out on top. Tracy, you called me in here?
What's the problem? Hawks, you can't perform a vasculopectomy on your patient. It's too risky.
You're questioning my years of experience, Tracy.
I'm not questioning your experience, Hawks. I'm just reminding you of your track record.
But I'm sure this patient has Rudiger syndrome. I need to do the lobectomy.
Your hunches have been wrong before, Hawks. We can't take that risk.
This time it's different, Tracy. I know what I'm doing.
I can't let you proceed, Hawks.
I can't believe you don't trust me on this.
It's not about trust. It's about the patient's well-being. We need to find another solution. Rolly assistant function call known, tool calls known, refusal known.
Leslie, the patient is in critical condition. We need to talk to Hawks about this.
I understand, Frank, but let's focus on stabilizing the patient first. Hawks will understand that we did what we thought was best at the time.
But vasculopectomy was not the right approach for Rudiger syndrome.
We have to be honest with him.
I get your point, Frank, but right now the priority is saving the patient's life. We can deal with the rest later.
I know, but we can't keep this from Hawks. We need to tell him the truth.
Let's make sure the patient is stable first. We'll figure out how to approach this with Hawks when the time is right. Relay assistant function call known, tool calls known, refusal known.
What in the world were you thinking? Almost killing our patient with the wrong VATS, lobectomy, and misdiagnosis.
We were just trying to consider all possibilities, Dr. Hawks.
It was an honest mistake. We didn't mean any harm.
I still believe my diagnosis was on the right track. It just needed further examination.
We will make sure to be more careful next time, Dr. Hawks.
Careful. You call this careless mistake careful? You are all a bunch of incompetent fools. You can't even get a simple diagnosis right. I can't work with such incompetence. I'm done with all of you.
Randall, Frank, Gary, and Leslie look at each other in disbelief as Hawks storms out of the room. What do we do now?
Let's go over the case again and see if we can figure it out without him.
Agreed. We have to make this right, even without Dr. Hawks. Relay assistant function call known, tool calls known, refusal in one.
So Johnson, how's everything going outside of the hospital? Any big plans for the weekend?
Oh, same old, same old. Just trying to catch up on some sleep and maybe hit the gym. How about you, Hawks? Any exciting cases keeping you up at night?
Actually, yes. I've been working on this really puzzling case. The symptoms are just not adding up, but I have a feeling I'm close to cracking it.
Wow, sounds intense. Good luck with that, Hawks. Let me know if you need a second pair of eyes on it.
Suddenly has a realizations. I think I know what's wrong with my patient. Johnson, I have to go check on something. I'll catch up with you later.
Looking surprised? Oh, okay then. See you later, Hawks. Early assistant function call known, tool calls known, refusal known.
Sorry I'm late. Had to rush to get here. Forget my gear. Just fill me in on the patient's status.
Hawks, you can't just barge in without proper protective gear. You know the protocols.
This is unacceptable, Hawks. You're putting everyone at risk.
Are you serious right now? Get your act together and follow the rules.
Listen, forget about Rudiger syndrome. It's mycoloplasia, I'm sure of it.
Mycoloplasia. What's the prognosis for that, Hawks?
Prognosis for mycoloplasia is poor. We need to act fast to even have a chance at saving the patient.
Well, what do we need to do, Hawks? We can't waste any time. Rolly assistant, function call known, tool calls a known, refusal and one.
Tracy, I finally found the correct diagnosis for the patient.
That's great news, Hawks. I knew you could do it.
It wouldn't have taken so long if I didn't have to deal with such a bunch of idiots on my team.
What do you mean by that, Hawks? You were the one who initially misdiagnosed the patient.
Well, my team should have caught that mistake sooner.
Don't try to shift the blame, Hawks. You made the wrong call.
Frustrated, fine, Tracy. I'll see you later. Abruptly leaves Tracy's office.